Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our Monday Night Rumble TV for our round one of our season 5 of the GT4 Rumble. We're back tonight again at Mid-Ohio. It's where we raced last night in the Club Sport Rumble. Boys have just been out and finished up on their practice session and about to open qualifying for the next 15 minutes before we get underway with a couple of races tonight, two 30-minute races. There'll be pit stops required in both. And the word is there might be a bit of weather around a bit later on, so have to wait and see how that pans out. In the meantime, boys are heading out on track, so go out and check out some of the action. So we pick up on Neville Mel just on his outlap in the Beamer. Hopefully boys spread out a little bit for before they start their qualifying. Like everyone's pretty keen to get into it. So no wasting time warming up tyres tonight. See, they've got 15 minutes. So commence their first hot lap. Like everyone navigated their outlap well enough. Had a quick glimpse of it looks like Mosmoroz has set the fastest opening sector and the second sector in the McLaren. Oz was saying that he quite likes the McLaren around this track, so see if he can actually put up a bit of a challenge tonight for young Jack Boyd. He's back to defend his season 4 title again. I was lost a bit of time there in sector 3. Going to cross the line now. Goes purple for sector 4 as well. Shortly. And it is Moz that's gone to the top at this stage. A couple of tenths quicker than Jack Boyd in second. Neville Mel currently in third. Then it's Mick Polly. Damo's in fifth. So pick up on Loshy now. The Porsche. No Glenn Boyd tonight, so one down in the Porsche field. Oh, we got a spinner there in front of Loshy. Not sure who that was. Don't think it hampered him in any way. She hasn't set a time as yet, so about to cross the line now. Meanwhile, Henry's jumped up to fifth. Loshi now slots into 7th. It's behind Damo. Times are all pretty even across the board at the moment. So we got a bit of a new feature. We can look at the average lap speed for the guys. Give us a bit of an indication as to, not sure what Damo was doing at 120 k's an hour. He may have been on wet tyres again. He struggles with that sometimes. Not sure what happened there, but the rest of the times are all fairly indicative of the average lap speed. So over a third of the way through this session. A few of the boys will be jumping into the pit shortly and grabbing a second set of tyres. Let's have a look at some weather. It says partly cloudy. Track temperature of 22 degrees. Dry. Still Moz at the top, still leading the way from Jack Boyd. Find Keithy Logan. Keithy's jumped into the McLaren this season. Parked the Porsche up, gone for the McLaren. Jump on board and get a bit of an idea with a fairly relaxed Keithy. Somebody's jumped in. Who's that?
Good evening, viewers.
Mr. Damo.
Damo. Your car sounds slightly higher, Jake.
Too high?
Slightly higher, slightly higher.
You want it up or you want it down?
I reckon slightly up, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we can accommodate that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
As Keithy pulls over. No worries.
Yeah, I just went for a bit of a run as well. But anyway, enjoy the broadcast. We'll chat soon.
Will do. Thank you, Damo.
Chat out.
At the completion of our qualifying session, I will make the necessary audio adjustments. So Dino's jumped into the chat. Says have fun. Dino, you want to join us in the broadcast? I can head over to our Rumble Discord. You want to jump in and have a chat? So still was jump back into pit lane. I'm guessing for a second set of tyres. He still holds that slight advantage over Jack Boyd at this stage with Neville Melt. Dino says he can jump. I'll just make some adjustments. I'll be back shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Good, mate. Hang on. There we go. You're live on air now.
Oh, hello everybody out there. In YouTube land.
You want to? I'm going to see if I can share my screen with you. You know?
That'd be the best thing, yeah, I think.
Just waiting for my computer to wake itself up.
Here we go.
Can you see that all right?
Gotcha, yeah.
Can you read?
So I watched. Oh, it's a little bit. Yeah, I can't read the names and whatnot.
That's cool. Actually, I'll tell you what. I can. Just hang on a minute. Let's try this one. Is that better?
That's better. Yeah.
That way you can see what drivers and that we're focusing on.
Yeah. No, that one's good. Yeah. So I watched a bit of your stream last night. This is a track I don't own actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks good fun though.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't raced the V8s here yet.
No, not yet. No. No, it certainly looks like a fun track though. It would be suited to a V8, I think.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, looked that way.
Oh,
That was close racing last night with the TCRs and the
yeah.
V2s together, wasn't it?
I think Henry might have done a bit of additional research and worked out that the Audi is actually quite a bit quicker in the TCRs now than what the other three are.
It was either that or he figured out how to drop a few sandbags out.
Well, I got a sneaking suspicion that he actually might have played me a little bit and gone with the because he actually practiced in every other TCR but the Audi.
Yeah, okay.
And so I thought, well, no one's racing the Audi, so I don't really need to worry about that. And then he rocked up last night and absolutely slaughtered everyone.
Yeah, I'll see that.
in the Audi. So, yes, hats off to Henry.
Yeah, do you think anyone's going to challenge Jack tonight?
I don't know. It depends on the weather. There's a little bit of talk that there could be some weather around. I don't know that. I don't know how much wet weather racing Jack's actually done recent times. But
Yeah, that's a bit of a game changer.
yeah, I think the McLaren is quite good around this track as well. Noticed Moz is quite quick. But
Yeah.
it'll be interesting.
Quicker and quicker. Yeah, so all I'm looking at is the start straight.
Oh, okay. That's because Ev's in the pits.
Oh, okay.
they do that to me when I'm busy trying to do 20,000 things at once. They jump in the pits, and of course I don't notice that they've gone in the pits, and yeah, we end up with a
Playing tricks.
it's all right. It's very hot here today, so I'm just trying to get some extra air into this. Oh, there we go. Qualifying's finished. All right. Now let the fun begin. See if we can.
Let's see what the boys can do.
Let's see if we can get
Larker.
a grid up for our race one. There we go. So we've got Moz on pole, Jack Boyd out of 2, then Neville Mill, Big Polly, Henry Fenson, Loshy, Damo, Ant Connors out of 8, Keithy Logan out of 9, Darren Linus out of 10, then Milne, Rob McGrath, Scotty Baker, Stephen Barker, Lucas Baker, Matt Tesorio, Ray Harrison, Shannon Curry, John Thorne, Campbell Hutton, Phil Paradiso, Dave Gogol. And that's our starting grid of 22 cars. Good little field for a track this size.
Should be some fun racing. Dave's been out of the sim for a while. Gogol.
Yeah,
He's a bit rusty.
yeah, him and Damo were the two tonight that jumped out in practice and couldn't work out why they were so slow, but
The
wet tyres do that to you, apparently. Lights are on. And we're away for race 1. Looks like Moz has got a huge jump. Straight to the front. Neville's putting a bit of pressure on Jack Boyd. Jack manages to hold on to that second place for the time being as Henry now tries to go around the outside of Nev. Now slips up the inside as Nev runs a little bit wide. Jump on board with Henry. Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh. That's the hardest part of the track through this section here.
Henry's not scared of sticking his nose in. Looks like they all got away nice and clean.
Yeah, we got a couple of had a couple at the back. I'll go back and have a quick look while the boys are sorting themselves out. So it looks like Shannon Curry spun just yeah, a bit of a
On his own.
roadblock there. Moz sets the quickest lap that time around. Boys have got to do a pit stop for some fuel at some stage as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, that turn that volume up, Dino. It's it's a bit loud. See if I can adjust this volume somehow on the fly.
Jack just takes the lead.
Jack's got through on Moz now. Yeah, that those car noises are a bit loud this time around. Oh, it's hard when you've got the headset on and you've got all the sounds coming through at once. It's a bit crazy sitting in here sometimes. back and see if we can find where Jack Boyd got through on Moz. Oh, he's just run it a little bit wide. Jack's taken a tighter line. I think Moz is going to give him... Oh, Jack got a little bit out of shape. Took him a while to get the job done, didn't it?
He weren't going to give it away easy.
No. Back live now. As Jack now sets the fastest lap, a 1:26.7. Oh, got another crasher further back. Looks like Campbell Hutton this time. What's happened to Campbell in the Porsche? Oh, he's lost that on his own. Must have just got in a little bit hot and looks like he's locked up the brakes. Do we go back live? Neville's putting a bit of pressure on Moz now. I think Polly's having a good run so far, ahead of Henry. To adjust this these cars. I think they're it's a little bit loud. I'm just gonna have to bear with me for a minute while I just crank them down just a tad. There we go. Apologies for that, but it was getting a bit loud in my headset. Should be better now. Dino, I might be able to hear you now.
Defending against Henry, but because of that he's losing the
Yeah, that's always a bit of a trade-off on tracks like this when you're trying to stop the guy behind. Sometimes you're better off just letting them through and trying to get on the back of them and follow them around for a little while. Meanwhile, Ant Connors currently down in 8th. Looking at the spots gained, Dave Gogol's up 4 spots. Phil Paradiso's up a couple, but Scotty Baker's up a couple. But apart from that, everybody's pretty much as they were at the start of the race. Oh, we've got our first pit stop. Looks like Lucas Baker's into the pits. Getting that early stop out the way. I don't think any of the front runners will be keen to jump out of the queue just yet. Although, looking back from... Yeah, well, that's probably not a bad strategy at this stage. If Henry's being held up, which he's setting a faster lap time than Mick at this stage, maybe an early pit stop would be a benefit to him. Well, keep an eye on Henry, see if he's listening in on the broadcast. No, they've got to take. They've got to just take fuel. Hopefully we're getting out to everybody out in YouTube land. We're getting a few error messages coming up at the moment, but hopefully that'll sort itself out as we've got quite a few in the pits now. It's like Matt Tesorio's in. Steve Barker's in. Tesorio has also done his pits now. Meanwhile, we've got another crasher further back in the pack. Looks like this time it's Ray Harrison that has come unstuck. Ray's in the Beamer. Oh. Just a gentle spin on his own. No damage, no harm. Back into it. So the first of our guys that have pitted is actually Keithy Logan, who's just exiting the pits now. Him and Darren Linus have both got their pit stops out of the way on lap 7. Rob McGrath is in now into the pits. Meanwhile, looks like right here, and Dino, you might have to speak up a little bit. Oh, has he?
No, he's gone in the pits.
Oh yeah, Neville's into the pits now. Yeah, Jack. I don't think Jack will ever give up the Aston. Quite likes the Aston. I think the only one that's changed this season so far is Keithy. He's jumped out of the Porsche into the McLaren. We've got Damien Seeger, Loshi. I think they've all jumped into the pits this time around. Bill Paradiso, I think, is into the pits. Campbell Hutton's in the pits.
The leaders losing any pace at all.
No, lap times are fairly consistent. It looks like Jack and Moz are the only two that are in the 26s at the moment. Henry's still stuck to the back of Mick. I'm surprised. I thought Henry would have. I think Henry is probably. Oh, Jack now heads into the pits. So does Moz. So does Henry, and so does Mick Polly. So our front four runners are all in the pits.
Be interesting to see if they all come out in the same order.
Scotty Baker's into the pits. So we know Loshi is pitted. Or as he gets through on Dave Gogol, there's running a bit wide. Oh, Dave's into the pits. So this is going to make it interesting now. As I think that's Is that's Ant Connors that's just come out of the pits ahead of Damo. Oh. Oh. Damo's gone to the inside. Will he get the run down the straight? I think Damo's got the corner. Oh, Neville tried to get through. Oh, and he's tapped the back of Ant there. Go back and have a look. I think Nev might have just got into the back of Ant Connors. Yep. Spun him around. Unlucky because Ant had jumped up quite a few spots there.
Yeah, it was unlucky.
He's managed to get going again. He's down in 14th now. Henry's finally got through on Mick.
Save that.
He could have. Nick Clydesdale watching the chat from over in Bright. Must be on holidays. Good to see you join us tonight, Nick. Still got around 8 laps to go. And Jack's now opened that gap out to around about just around about a second. Moz is hanging with him though. So how's your supercar racing career going, Dino?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. They're definitely a difficult beast to handle, that's for sure.
That's the new Gen 3s.
Yeah, I mean they're good fun. They're different to the Gen 2s. They're not as twitchy, so you can slide them a bit easier. They bounce over the curbs nice. Different driving. So the times that everyone's doing is different. They're slower in the Gen 3 than they are the Gen 2s. But yeah, still good fun.
As long as you're enjoying it, that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Jump on board with Nev as he harasses the back of Damo's McLaren. Currently battling over, where are they? 6th and 7th at the moment. Sloshy just up ahead of Damo. Oh, what's happened to Damo? What happened there? Let's go back and have a quick look. Oh, Damo's just gone in a little bit deep. Open the door for Nev.
Closed it.
And closed. Milne's in the pits now. having a look. So Scotty Baker, Steve Barker and Lucas Baker are all the big movers so far. Neville Mell has dropped the 4 spots. Milne's dropped 6. Shannon Curry and John Thorne down 3. Got about 5 laps to go. Oh,
Damo's catching Loshy.
what's happened to I was going to say, what happened to Jack? Must be having internet issues. He jumped off, he fell off the screen. Oh, give me a heart attack, Jack. I know Glenn Boyd has put up a $20 bounty if anybody can beat Jack tonight, so open that gap out now to nearly 2 seconds, so I think he's managing it quite well. Meanwhile, Mick Polly hasn't dropped off the back of Henry, so I don't know whether Mick was actually holding Henry up or not before the pit stops. Yeah, they're obviously very close in their lap times. We might duck back and have a look at this three-way battle. Nev's still trying to find a way through on Damo. Just have a quick look at the average lap speeds. Fairly close. Jack and Henry are about a K quicker over a lap in the Aston. Looks like McLaren is a very close second. Seems to be down a little bit at this track. Interesting. Head back and have a look at it. Battle between Rob McGrath, Ant Connors and Ray Harrison for that 13th spot. So we head back up the front. Yeah, Jack's doing it pretty comfortably now, isn't he?
Yeah, not surprising though. It'll be interesting to see what a bit of rain does.
Yes, it will be. Steve Seltzer says it's there oil on the track. No oil, Steve. Just a few. I think a few boys are a little bit rusty. Round 1. We had, what, about a 6-week break, so I think there's just a few boys just clearing out the cobwebs in race 1. Hopefully in race 2, providing it doesn't rain, we should be fine. I think Jack's gone to coast mode now. He's just so smooth on his inputs. When you watch,
doesn't make any mistakes.
No, he's just gets into that rhythm, and then it's very, very hard to get past him. As he comes around now to start the last lap. Oz is still holding down that second spot. Still got this 3-way battle raging for 5th, 6th and 7th. I think Damo would be happy to get past Loshi, but at the same time doesn't want to put his teammate into the weeds. A little bit of risk versus reward, isn't it?
Yes. BMW must be real good under brakes because he closes right up there.
Yeah, the cornering on the BMW is something else. It's really what keeps it. It's a little bit slower in a straight line, but its cornering ability is exceptional.
Yeah.
I think if we gave it a little bit more, gave it less wing, it would be pretty much untouchable. Jack brings it around to take the checkered flag. Oz will get home in second, followed by Henry. Then Mick Polly's had a really good run. Might jump back and keep an eye on this battle. Looks like Loshi's going to grab that spot ahead of Damo. Neville Mel, then Keith Logan. It's Darren Linus in the McLaren. Good run, home in 9th. Lucas Baker's had a really good run. Could bring that home inside the top 10, followed by Rob McGrath, Ray Harrison, Scotty Baker. Under a little bit of pressure from Ant Connors. Manages to hold on. Matt Sorio and Milne. And Dave Gogol. Bring it home in 18th spot. Followed by Campbell Hutton. Shannon Curry and Phil Paradiso. It looks like John Thorne didn't... might have been a lap down. Already greeted the checkered flag as Shannon and Phil head across the line to complete race 1. All right, we'll get some official results up very shortly. In the meantime, the boys got a 5-minute warm-up. So we'll take a quick break and be back very shortly. Welcome back, guys. We're just about to get underway for race 2 very shortly. In the meantime, let's have a look at some results from that race 1, or the boys grid up. Right, that one. So it was Jack Boyd over Mos Moroz, Henry home in 3rd, then Mick Polly, Wayne Losh, Damo, Neville Mell, Keith Logan, Darren Linus, Lucas Baker, Rob McGrath, Ray Harrison, Scotty Baker, Ant Connors, Stephen Barker, Matt Tesorio, David Milne as Dave Gogol. I think the boys are actually grinning up. Go over the page. Shannon Curry, Phil Paradiso, and John Thorne. So, boys are just about to grid up for. But a few people have. Looks like a couple of drivers have dropped out due to some packet loss. It's all going on. All right, lights are on.
Can you share your screen again, could you, Greg?
Sure, and the track is damp. There you go. Oh, it is damp too. Oh, this is going to make it interesting, Dino.
I'm glad I'm watching.
Having like a little bit of precipitation on the track. Thing is, it's going to dry out. So, will it dry out quickly? Oh, Scotty Baker says he lost connection and he can't join for race 2. Big G's joined us on the broadcast. Evening, G. Don't you wish you had your driving sim tonight, mate? Look at the weather out there. Great for ducks, apparently. So everybody's just taking their time. Big Polly's jumped up into that 3rd spot. Loshy's moved up. Henry's one of the big losers. Oh, we've got somebody tumbling down. Looks like Neville Mell. What's happened to Nev? Go back and have a quick look and see what's happened to Nev here. Just 2 into 1 doesn't go, I think. Not sure what happened. What happened there? Still Moz out in front. He's him and Jack have gapped the field at the stage. Dino.
Yeah, it looks like they've got the grips to the wet weather driving already.
Yeah, they're over 3.5 seconds clear of Mick in 3rd. Apologies to anybody out there that's getting a little bit of buffering tonight. It's been a fairly warm day here today, so I think our internet is struggling just a little bit, as looks like Henry's had an off as well. Oh, he's just gone in a little bit hot, looped it. Oh, whoa!
Oh, there goes Connors.
Wow. Let's check out. I think Ant's just come over the hill and gone, not really anywhere to go. Oh no, he's lost it on his own. Ow. Meanwhile, Moz is still out in front on lap 3. Look at the massive gap they've got over Mick.
Yeah, they're running at a completely different pace.
Yeah. It's pretty, pretty well condensed.
But Moz is looking to take $20 off of Glenn, is he?
He is, I think, yeah. Well, when you mentioned money and Moz, yeah, Moz is always in. This is quite a gaggle of cards, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jump on board with this is Milne. Darren Minus just ahead of him. Seems like a lot of the drivers have come to grips with the wet track fairly quickly.
Remember when we first went on it? It was like a ice rink.
Yep. I think iRacing's done a lot over the last
few updates.
Yeah, the last couple of builds where they've really sort of got it a little bit more realistic now, where you can actually drive on it on a wet track.
Yeah.
I mean, especially this is a drying track. It hasn't rained. It rained about half an hour before the race started, so it will be a drying track. We bring up the weather app. They're saying lightly wet now. Just when do you risk going to the dry tyre? It's always a bit of a risk. You go too early, but then you don't want to go too late either, because oh, hold on to it, Milne. The boys are doing a really good job of holding it together. Some really close racing this race as well.
Yeah, bunched up nice.
Jack Boyd just punches out the quickest lap. Oh, as Milne loses it through turn 1, holds on to it.
Everyone missed him.
Dropped a whole heap of spots, unfortunately. So we head back up the front. Moses still got that nearly half a second gap on Jack at this stage. Looks like Ray Harrison's jumped into the pits. I think Ray was having some internet issues at the start of this race, so like it didn't get much better for him. These two boys battle it out at front. Still got this train of cars. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes it very close. Whoa, we got another one.
Rob McGrath. That's Rob's had a bit of a lose. Doesn't look like anybody else got tangled up in it, so hopefully Rob can get that back up and running, which it looks like he's done now. Just dropped down a few more spots. That was unlucky. He was having a good run there.
Got another Mercedes.
Yeah. Yeah, Mercs seem to be the ones that struggle a little bit, don't they?
Seems that way.
I wonder if it's the bigger, slightly heavier car. Just got to get that braking, get that braking done a bit earlier and get it stopped before you turn.
That's a front end engine, so it's a bit lighter on the rear, maybe.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. If you go in a bit heavy on the brakes, it's just going to make the rear end even lighter, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Although the Aston is front engine car, but
Jack's driving it.
Well, this is true because Henry's was unfortunate to end up having an off as well this race. So, oh, Jack's gone to the lead now. Go back and let's have a look and see how Jack got that done. Looks like Oz as well and truly left the door open this time. Jack's always happy to. Oh no, Moz is not giving it to him. That $20 really. Oh, I think Moz just might have got on the power a little bit early and just had to back it off. Good little battle though between these two boys. Got a few jumping into the pits now. Looks like they may have parked. But Milne's having an extended pit stop. We jump back and have a look at this battle. Still raging. Vic's still managing to hold on at this stage. So what's the big difference between the Gen 3 supercars and the GT4s, Dino?
I think I'd say mainly they're probably easier to drive, but still difficult, obviously, with no assistance, but they're just a little bit more forgiving. So it has, tightened the group up, tightened the times up, and also those that have been driving the Gen 2s in the last 5 years, it's a completely new car to learn, so it definitely tightened the group up, but it is a bit easier to drive, a bit more forgiving.
Okay. Be interesting to see what the Gen 3s offer. I mean, obviously they haven't been out for that long. There's probably still several updates to go on them.
Yeah.
Have you tried driving one of those in the wet yet?
I haven't even tried yet.
You're just waiting for when they throw that at you at some point?
Yeah, I think they're going to leave it this season, but it's definitely going to come. But no, I've heard actually it's not too bad. Some of the cars in iRacing jumping in the wet, like the TCRs, they were quite nice in the wet straight away. Apparently the V8s they've not made it too far.
Oh, okay. Just seeing whether Loshi. But Loshi's done his pit stop, but he stayed on wet tyres. I wonder if that's to try and... So he's done the math and worked out that even though if the track dries out, he'll be a bit slower on the wet tyre, it still might be quicker than changing tyres.
Yeah, that's interesting.
We really need to see if somebody is game enough to do the tyre change. As Damo now jumps into the pits. keep an eye on these tyre compounds. No one's actually, that's still racing, has actually changed to a dry tyre. I was just maintaining that around about half a second gap to Jack this time around.
Yeah, it's definitely made it a bit closer between them two.
The track temp hasn't gone up yet either. It's still at that 14 degrees, so not sure. I'm not sure whether you would risk as both Jack and Oz head into the pits. Mick Polly stayed out. Still no one has changed to a dry tyre.
I think the smartest move is to stay out until you're out of fuel. You know, the last lap you can do.
Yep. And work out what you're going to do